So, I've got some of my buttons working, but not all of them. So, I had a thing called Advanced Scene Switcher, which did things depending on what was happening. So, for example, my countdown timer for when the scene started, I have my Be Right Back, which would mute my microphone. Just little things, right? Every single one of them says unknown. It's got the structure, if this, else that, but every single one of the things is unknown. Unknown action, unknown condition, unknown this, unknown that. And of course, do you think I remember what half of them were doing? So I really don't know whether my buttons are going to work or not. Pretty sure this one. Hang on. Scene changed. If so like everything, it's really frustrating when it breaks everything. Yeah. Hang on. Maybe the actual code will help. I know it sounds really stupid, but being maybe not. Maybe this is why it didn't work. Because what it exported was not very helpful. So I guess that today we shall see how it goes. So let's see. Oh. They work. That's always a good thing. I'm going to guess that things like ads don't work properly. Although I did most of it in something else, so maybe it will. Let me move this a little bit forward and me a little closer to it. Sorry, Rory. Yes, you are in the way. Right, let's go over here because you're the furthest back. There you go. There you go. Doesn't look. There seems to be a lot of gap just here. Whatevs. It is the way that it is. It's back where it should be. Whatever. Life is too short. you. It's one of those days where nothing seems to be quite as my brain is expecting it. So for some reason, this feels my centre is here, not here. But I can't really move any further this way, so it all feels slightly off centre. And twisting it doesn't really help. Helps a little, I guess. And Rory's kind of napping on my backside, which doesn't help. Oh, we got off now. What's the matter, little man? Got an itch? Got an itch? Got an itch? What's the matter? There is no way you're getting up through that. Come here. Come on, little man. There you go. Puppies are happiest when they're in my way. I have the same problem at night time. So Rory climbs up on the bed when I'm getting ready for bed and camps slap bang in the middle of the pillows, right? Now, this wouldn't be so bad, but it's kind of where I want to be. So, and it's not, well, I say slap bang. He gets up and thinks he's slap bang in the middle because his head is, but his body is towards where I want to be, thus reducing the amount of space that I get. And I tried last night, for example, moving the pillows, so that, you know, he was more on one side, leaving more space for me. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows where I want to be. Because he knows that's where I will be. He is not stupid. He does good impressions, but he is not stupid. Little Miss Nesty Nest back there. I wouldn't mind, but she gets on and she digs through all the cushions. Oh, okay, both of them. Digs through the cushions, boots them off, then gets moody because it's not comfortable. And it's like, what? If you just lay down and stop doing the 28 tramplings of grass. Talking about you, miss. Aren't I? Yes. Hello. I'm talking about you. I know. I do. Woof. Oh. Mwah. You're a good girl, really. Aren't you? Good girl. Really. Oh. That reminds me, I was going to check something. I was going to check something. Oh goodness. I don't know how to make this complicated. Give up. I give up. It's like Grand Central Station here. Everyone's getting on and off and on and off and on and off and turning around and changing their mind and aren't you? Really annoying. Just lie down and get on with it. Go to sleep. What is wrong with you two? It's been a bit funny for a couple of days actually. Every time I'm starting doing something on my computer, Rory comes along and mauls me and kind of needs attention. The whole settling down thing is not happening at the moment. And now he's under the table, which is why it's moving. Aren't you? What is wrong? There's an entire fucking couch for you to be on. That's a good boy. Come on, let's pick up. There you go. There's a whole couch for you to be on. Yes, there is. There is. There is the whole couch. Every time I go to do something, there's a dog kind of stopping me from doing it. Or two. Now I have two. Now I have two armfuls of dogs. And you can't look. You can just about make out the shadow. That's my hand waving as close as it can get. The other one, no, you can't even see that one at all. If you lie down, you can stay there. But if you don't lie down, you have to move. That's kind of how it works. Because I'm trying to do something. And I appreciate that so are you. Because you have an itinerary too. I do this every week. And so you should be used to it by now. You should. Very, very much should. Rory, you really don't fit. My little man. I love you dearly, but you don't fit. No, you don't fit. Hmm? Not exactly a lap dog, little man. Oh, a bit big. I mean, if you stay still, I'll let you, but you don't stay still, and it's a pain in the butt. It is. It is. And the pain in the butt is called Rory. It is. As much as he is loved and beautiful, he's also annoying. All I can hear, the other thing is, they're all sitting there all day going, will you quit it? Just be quiet. I want to hear my own brain cells, not yours. Yes. Amy, just sit the fuck down. She also knows it annoys me, because the moment I look at her, she stops with the oops kind of look on her face. But it's very much like an OCD habit, in that she's got to, trample the grass 28 times before she lies down, even though there is no grass. And she's got to do this, and she's got to have like one pillow, but then get sulky because there's no pillow. And don't look at me. You're perfectly capable of finding somewhere comfortable to lie, because you've got your dog bed, your dog bed, your dog bed. You've got a chair, 2 spots on the couch and behind me. Then there's the bed upstairs. There's a whole freaking bed upstairs and the dog bed. And there are plenty of places for you to be that are comfortable and snooze-worthy. And Rory, climbing on my lap more does not help, my soldier. Oh. No. Barely reach, dog. Because there's a dog in the way. Oh! And then of course she does that, and everybody leaps up like, there's free pizza or something. And So I've got a feeling it's things like my stick button that won't work, which is fine, but I guess, like everything, means I've got to work out what I need and what I don't need for that all to do again. And of course I've forgotten what I did because I've done it, and well, arguably shouldn't need to be doing it again, as the phrase goes. And if I'd known it was going to eat it, well, I'd have taken a couple of pictures, you know. Rory, find a spot somewhere else. There is no room for you up this side. I've moved over. There is no room up this side. You have to go up the other side. Rory. Hey. Come this side. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Little parrot looking over my shoulder. Rory, there really isn't. Why is it when I'm in the mood to hug you, i.e. I'm not doing something else, which is a reasonable percentage of the time, yes, when I am free to hug you, you don't want none, no. So when I'm watching telly, and just watching telly, there is no dog to be seen. It will be asleep somewhere. When I'm trying to do something, there's a little doggy in the way. And it's either a brown one or a black one. It doesn't seem to matter which. No. It doesn't. You've got water. You do. I know you do. Yes, you do. I do love you very much. I do. If you go to sleep and don't leap when your sister will wind you up in probably 10-15 seconds, it'll be fine. But if it wasn't for your sister, you'd probably be a lot more calm and peaceful, wouldn't you? No, don't lick me. I said no. See the obedience. Doesn't taste that nice. Actually, before we go nuts and do that, we want 1, 2, 3, 2 of you, 1 of you. Look, An arsehole spam bot. Probably the only one watching. Yep, it was the only one watching. Can't reach. Making it really difficult. This is basically as far as I can reach without squishing him or me. Spambot is dead. Making my arms tired, little boy. But you're trying to go to sleep, so I'll let you off. You're trying to be a good boy. One of us is a bony dog and it's not me. One of us has a bony elbow on my leg and it's not me. Oh, sorry, it is me. One of us has a bony elbow in our leg because of the other one. He is such a gentle little boy sometimes. But he's also a very determined little soul. Aren't you? You know what you want. And you just keep slowly moving till you're in place. Whereas Crackhead leaps and pushes and leaps and bounds and leaps and more leaps. You just slowly move. It's like watching the slow moving lava of a volcano. There is extreme destructive force, but it moves slowly, so you don't really notice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My arm was not put there so you could use it as a pillow, dog. It was not. It truly was not. It was put there because I needed to reach forward, to reach Bobby. And now that the dog hit it, I can't really see. Yes. Come on, Mama. Come on. Come on. Oh, Rory. Little man. Come on. Off you go. Come on. Stubborn little fart. Aren't you? You are. You're a stubborn fart. I know you're comfortable. I'm glad Sir is comfortable. Aren't you? I don't suppose it goes down much more this way. Look, this little nose. Little nose doing nose things. Because little nose is in the way. Aren't you? Little man. Which bit of you? Oh, it's your nose. I was trying to work out which bit of you is that grey, but it is. It's your nose, isn't it? I can't believe they're 5 now. You're older dog now. You are. You sit there. Right. You sit that side, Rory. Yes, you sit that side. No, not on me. For goodness sake. Nose. You are being a pain in the fluff. I know. I do know you love me. I do. I'm very aware of this. But you and your sister need to just off and do dog things somewhere else. Anywhere else, frankly. Right now. Let's grab 3 here. That. 2 and 2. 3 there. No, Rory. I am saying no. You're not getting back under my armpit. Let's have some music. I clicked on you. Click again. Open the app. Okay. Let's look. Well, there's no reason why you're not going to work. Try this again. Now you open. Yes, now you open. We haven't heard this one before. Let's go for this one and change thing. Oh, that's what it's already said. So apparently you weren't hearing any music, but of course it didn't, you didn't. No one's here to tell me that, so you did hear it. Oh, well, let's start again. I never liked this version as much as the newer ones. This feels so rushed and it feels so empty in comparison. It's really weird. Yeah, it always sounds so tinny and empty in comparison to like the Disturbed one, and even things like Pentatonic. Not sure like enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now. For those on YouTube, you are very confused now. Let's just say it where it goes along with the lyrics of the song we're listening to. didn't think this was 60s. Yeah, 1986. Hardly hits of the 60s, dude. I was going to say, I thought this was an 80s. You comfortable now? Grumbly animal. Right. Oh, my knees. I feel 100 years old now. Mainly because we're listening to 60s pop and this is from the 80s. So now I do feel even older. Because this is not 60 odd years old. Oh, I'm just feeling like I'm 60 years old. is what the mini sticks are for. Is it me, or is all the backing stuff really faint in this? It's like someone forgot to play the full track, you know? I've had this problem with Amazon Music before, where sometimes the lyrics are just like background whispers, and you can't even report it either. Doesn't feel right. I think it is, it's just getting caught on things and looking weird. And that's, I can't see that. My eyesight's just... Let's quickly take a photo of that. Thank you. Actually, there is something wrong, I think. So, let me show you what I think is wrong with it. I need a pokey stick. There you go, a pokey stick. There it is. These aren't crossed. These two white ones. I know the others don't look white, which is why I called them white ones. Where is it? Looks crushed now. It's that one, that's okay. Because you're not. Looks better. You're not right. Now, is that really the same? The answer is no. It is, but it's not. What I actually want is this. That was easy with small sticks. Oh, what a yawn. Oh, my legs. Friday night at 8 o'clock. I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick my baby up and take her to the picture show. Everybody in the neighborhood He's dressing up to be there too. See, I can't get that high. We have a ball just like we always do. Keeps catching. yawns. I apologise. How are you? I've got my buttons working. Well, a lot of them. But let me show you this. If I show you this, where is it? There it is. So all of my macros now say, if unknown or unknown, do unknown, 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 unknown. So all of these don't work no more. So, slightly pissed. Ah! Hello. Getting a bit warm now. Ooh, my poor brain cells and my knees. Definitely too old for this stuff. It goes. We are very near the 30-inch mark. Moreover, this line here is the last strip starting, so the end of strip 1 is rapidly upon us. Excuse me. Oh. So yes, it is. I've been sitting here talking to myself for a couple of hours, so yes. I know how that goes. I do that a fair bit actually, especially on a Friday. It's part of the reason I actually picked this time slot, because this was prime going to sleep slot. So rather than sleep the afternoon, I'd actually do some work. Awesome. Well, if you've got any questions, you know, you're always welcome to ask. You can also join the Discord and, you know, poke for questions. I think my co-worker's sister's just one-upped her stupidity game. My co-worker's sister is very much the golden-haired child, for she may do no wrong. But apparently, her gay boyfriend, yeah, let's think about that for a moment. Well, and I think, to be honest, if the first one was perfect, there'd be no fun in it, right? If you picked it up and it was perfect, where's the challenge? I'm sure it's not as bad as you think it is. I mean, if you take the pins out and it doesn't fall apart, it's good, right? I don't know about you, but that was always my biggest fear. That you'd take the pin out and it would just go... After all, there are no knots in it, you know. Anything else is basically fixable. Well, it is kind of weird that... I mean, we all know that, you know, twistings and all the rest of it can hold things together. But at the same time, it does seem a tad weird that there aren't any knots. And it, by right, you think it would just kind of end up as a screwed up lump of rubbish. But it isn't, which is kind of weird. Well, so am I, unfortunately. So, my co-worker sister, as I say, is very much the golden child. I mean, you know, if she got pregnant age 12, it would have been not her fault. You know how it is, right? But my understanding, bear in mind, I am getting the messages through texts from my co-worker who's currently on holiday. Girlfriend, his sister and her gay boyfriend went on holiday. For some reason took his mother with them. Not going to be much of a holiday then. And he's proposed. Real confused, because if he's gay, I thought it wasn't 1920 anymore. We didn't have to do token wives and things anymore. That if you wanted to be gay, you could just kind of do that now. I mean, I thought they did the whole thing and got gay rights, gay marriages allowed now. You know, you could do that. You don't have to kind of cover it up. So I'm a little bit confused now. I mean, you know, if it makes them happy, whatevs, I guess. Well, maybe. I don't think so, is the short answer. But then in some ways, do I really want to know? I think it's his own words say he says he's gay. So, it's not like we've inflicted this word upon him. It is his own description. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. But I am beginning to see why my co-worker eloped when he wanted to get married. True. Yes, this is true. We round up, as the phrase goes. It's close enough to those who, you know, can't be bothered to get it right. Seems a bit weird. See, look at this. It's tied itself in a mess. Right, so you're a pet. You're a pet. You're a pet. You're a pet. Something weird's going on here. No. Like that. I made them. Well, there are many types of bobbins. I made these. You buy little brown sticks from Amazon that are 15 centimetres long. Well, I like them. So they're either 10 centimetres or 15, I've forgotten which. But you can buy them off Amazon at that length, you just buy them. Make sure to get the hard ones, not the bamboo ones. I then coloured them black with a Sharpie, put a layer of varnish on, and glued beads on the end. It's no more complicated than that. So they don't have to be black, but I quite like the idea of black bobbins with white threads. although if you look really carefully, some of the black's coming off. It's... For me, these are metal beads because I wanted heavy bobbins, so they're not good for bolster pillows. They'd be horrible for that. But it's weird. I think it depends very much on the lace and the pillow that you're making as to what bobbins work. I use these as a replacement for Midland bobbins because they're heavy, but they stay where I put them, right? They don't tend to roll. I mean, they can, they just don't tend to. I also like big chunky bobbins, but not when I need a lot of them. If you put really big chunky bobbins in, well, there's no freaking room left, right? So I do like the chunky ones, especially for a bolster pillow. Especially when you're doing the underhand technique, doesn't it? Fling, fling, and you just grab them because they're really easy to grab. They're really, they don't tend to tangle too much. I've also got some German hooded bobbins, which I intend to be doing some work on when it finally arrives in the post. Sorry, it's compulsory to sing along with as well. And especially as they're out of tune. Now I've said that, listen really hard and you'll know what I mean. And they're not to start with, but it gets a bit right, player. But I've got big piles of bobbins. I've got some really fat ones. I mean, they're like this almost at the bottom. But it depends. And that's the problem, isn't it? Is if you need 100 plus of them, that's just full of nightmares, right? You're going to be like 6 foot high piles of bobbins next year. That's really daunting. Whereas if part of the reason I like these is because they're quite skinny and you can pack them in and not really feel attacked by the quantity of bobbins. It's a bit like if I throw 100 ants at you, yeah, okay, squish, right? If you threw 100 elephants at you, well, that takes up a lot of room, but it's still 100 of them, right? And I think for something like this, or for, let's call it dense work with a lot of bobbins, you don't want the bobbins taking over. They are purely there for you to pick up and move around and hang on to your string for you. Bobbins have no more purpose than that. They don't really add, so the bobbin type almost doesn't matter. And we are very used to seeing certain types of bobbins. Now, I have seen some. Silver of Dragon's got the most beautiful bobbins that are like, almost like toothpicks. Proper toothpicks, not Honiton bobbins, but actual toothpicks with these huge decorated balls on the bottom. And again, for a thin enough piece of work, it's very beautiful. But if you needed 100 plus of them, maybe not. And so yeah, I love this one. I mean, I have quite a few bobbins, she says, looking across the room at some of her bobbin collection. I really do need to do something better with some of my stuff than just have it all sitting in here. But it is difficult, I think. And I think, like weavers have shaft envy, lace makers have bobbin envy. You see some bobbins go, oh, I really want some of those. You don't really know why, but you want some of those. So there's a couple that I really like the look of. They're huge. I mean, these things are more like vases than bobbins. But they look timeless because they're so big. You know, you can barely hold 2 in a hand, you know, whereas you can hold quite a few of these. But one of the things I did like about these was the fact that I can, if I want some, I can just make more. They're not perfect. I originally wanted to have a little silver ring, and I bought the silver rings for the middle, but the silver ring lot lied of how big the silver ring was, so it was too big and wouldn't glue on, which is a bit of a shame, really, because that would have stopped some of this thread running away action that it does, and that would have been good. But at the same time, I do also like that if I was really wanted to, I could put 20 metres of thread on it and have them really fat with thread and just work with them as they stand. Let me get you a couple of my other weirdy bobbins. Hang on. Oh. Let's see the other side of the room. Eat. Oh, eat. Oh, eat. Don't worry, I haven't gone very far. I'm just collecting one of each out of a packet of bobbins and things. Various bobbining bobbins. So this is not all my collection of types, but these are ones that I have readily grabbable. So we have the standard Danish bobbin. Standard Danish bobbin. Then we have, I believe it's called a Mallorcan bobbin. Then we got these, fuck knows what they're called, but they're chunky. And then we have my German hooded bobbins. So I have chunky. These I love for the simple idea of the fact that you wind the thread on a stick. And then make sure that the end is through the top, and you put so that it goes down, and the bobbin keeps the threads clean because they're hidden. That's the whole point of this. So I quite like those, and I'm really looking forward to using these with my bolster pillow. They're very light though. This is ridiculously light. This has a bit more girth to it. I'm sure I've got some fatter ones somewhere. Oh, I've got some like that too. Hang on. Should be over here somewhere. Should be in my bag. Where's my bag of bobbins? There it is. I haven't got enough places to put shit. That's right, it's underneath a pile of other things, as inevitably is true. What are you? Oh, there's the sticks. So the black one started as those sticks. But I also have these, which are like the Danish ones. I've got some with fatter bottoms than that. So here you go. So yeah, you probably got some more like these. I got some with slightly fatter tops and bottoms, but I love these. I want a shit ton of these. These are really hard to find now. I've got about 200 of them now. I've been hoarding them. I need a wee. Back again. Right. So yeah, those are some of my bobbins. But all of these black ones started off as these little sticks, which I bought off Amazon. Oops. And these are quite light, but well, we don't really have stores for bobbin lace here. The only place we can get them is online, and so I do what I can. But I can wholly recommend, if you like these, make some. They're really cheap to make as well, unlike buying bobbins. I mean, I don't know how much yours cost, but over here bobbins seem really quite expensive for what they are. Whereas these were exactly as I wanted them to be, and they didn't cost that much. Well, to be honest, to be fair, if I can buy my bobbins for £1, I'm really happy. Most bobbins are more than that. And that's the bit that kind of bugs me, is that I don't mind paying £1 for them, but the more than the £1 you have to pay, the less happy I am about it. And they'd have to be perfect. Shut up, dog. Shut up. Assume it's the garden dude. It's either that or next door's floor dudes are moving on. Just next door going out, I think. She's probably gone to go and get her husband and the dog back for the weekend. She's having a floor in the kitchen and everything done. But yeah, it is kind of weird, I think. One of the things that I would personally love, slightly weird, but I would love a set of bone bobbins. But I am never going to own probably more than 0 of them. I refuse to pay £8+ per bobbin. Because this is 84 bobbins. I'm not paying that kind of money. That's ridiculous. Especially as a lot of bone bobbins are Midlands bobbins. Yeah, it's a luxury I don't think I will be able to justify to myself unless I will like win the lottery or something. In which case, fuck it. I'll have the cash to do it with then. But it is that kind of problem. It's not that I don't want them, but I also don't like Midlands bobbins. Well, it's not true. I don't mind the bobbins. I mind the spangles. Yeah, I'd love some bone ones. I also want proper ebony ones. But again, they're like £5-6 each. And I can't justify paying that. I really, really can't. I mean, I've got some savings and yes, technically, I could probably afford enough ebony ones to do this. But what if I need more? It's like thread, right? Oh, I only need so much to this. Yeah, but what if I want to make another one? Or what if I want to do more? What if I want to make a bigger one? What if I want to... It's... So yes, maybe I could afford to buy 84 of them. It would wipe my savings out. Okay, let's say I. But what if my next project needs 96? Well, then I can't really use the ebony ones. And I like them all to be the same. I know it sounds really weird, but I like them all to be, they don't have to be identical, but they should be similar to the feel, if that makes sense. Now, for sake of the argument, let's say there was a worker pair in here, and it was just a single pair. Yeah, I could use a different pair of bobbins for that, because, well, it's different. But for everyone else who's kind of the same, they should be kind of the same. So I like a set, So again, with the bone ones, I wouldn't be able to use them until I got enough to make, like, a shit ton. And I'll be broke by then. I think with Midlands bobbins you can get away with it a bit because the spangles are often basically different per, and so it doesn't look quite as cheap and tacky to have a bit of a mix. But for most of the other bobbins, if you don't have them the same enough, it's like almost the stereotypical patch on your trousers that looks like, that you're going to be asking, please sir, can I have some more? You know, it's and it's not true. I mean, they may be really expensive, but if they don't kind of match, it's like if you had bridesmaids at your wedding and one of them wore a different colour. Everyone would kind of go, why? Now maybe she looks really awful in the colour you picked, but then now she stands out like a sore thumb because she's different. Or they all have the identical same dress except for one. Or it's going to stand out. And the point of the bobbins is not to stand out, it's to perform a function. So I like them to be the same for that. Under the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk. Now I have to undo this because my brain's fired now. Because you did the typical thing of you came undone and distracted me in the middle. There you go. Oh, I got ads in a couple of minutes. It's not right somehow. Yes, it is. And the backing singers are where? My foot, oh my foot's gone to sleep. You've done it again. Stop coming undone, Bobbins. Bad Bobbins. today's thumbnail. Now stare at it to see how many places we went wrong. Looking at all the usual suspects. Why do phones always manage to go black and switch off when you're still looking at something? Now obviously it looks a little bit rum because of the sewings in it, but where I've sewed the two strips together, so it looks a little bit weird, but that's fine. I am not seeing, at this time, any screamingly obvious issues. I am not seeing any screamingly obvious... Oh. I might have just seen one. Two. Pest flaps. Let me see if I can show you what I'm on about. Does it go this way a bit? That's good. Yeah. Here, these two strings should be twisted, and so should the ones below it. So these two and these two didn't get a twist. But I'm not sure I want to go about that far, because that is quite a long way. Because, let's see, where are they? They're here. Actually, it is doable. It is doable. Three spiders. Ants. Let's put you out of the way, because, well, definitely don't need you for this. But you see, look, the end. Oh, you can't see now. The end is there, look. So, how much of this do I need to undo? 1, 2, 3. Oh, shut up, dog! Let me look at my picture, because I can get to my picture a lot easier than the 1, 2, 3. So I definitely only have to undo 3. Which is still plenty, let's truly be honest. I assume my neighbour's back. Shut up. Just listen to the music and then that didn't work out either. Michael Bublé was not 1960. dudes. Nearly there. Oh, shut up, dog. No, that was the wrong pin, but it doesn't matter, we'll be pulling it out in a minute, so it doesn't really matter. That didn't undo right. Nearly there. visibility. Let's put it down just a tiny bit more. Gotta count this back, so 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But I can't see the wrong ones now. Oh, there they are. Okay. Now we need to undo this. I would add a pin, but there's no room there. Why are pins so hard to find? Hooray! We've got back there. So you need to twist and... maybe not you. No, it's you and you. Don't know how you got untwisted, but there we go. Now we start putting it all back together. on my knees. Why are you excited? Did next door say hello? Is that what this is about? Ow! That was your claws. Hello. Yes. What? Oh! Ow! I am not a playground. You know that, right? Yes, madam. He's got Dino. He has. You did have Dino. I saw you. You moved him. Yes, you did. Right. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. So. Very nearly there. I feel like I've got pins left over, but it just means I haven't gone as far down somewhere as I thought I had before. Go and check, I suppose. Too far. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One of you needs to come under that one and over that one. There long as there are stars above me. Whew. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ba, 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 ba. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, that's sorted. I'm done. I am definitely done for today. I have excitable dogs who want me to order burgers and things. Not that they get any, they only get nuggets, but I got an interesting ping from Domino's, who have an Indian feast range, but I have to say it's not overly Indianly feasty to me. So, the Indian feast range has a choice of 2 pizzas. The ultimate gunpowder chicken, Indian spiced pulled chicken, green and red peppers, green jalapenos, red onion, and mozzarella on a tomato base. Doesn't sound overly. I mean, I know it's got Indian spices, but it depends what the spices are. And the ultimate masala paneer of masala spice paneer pieces, green and red peppers, green jalapenos, and red onion. So basically, they're the same, give or take a little bit. So one's got more onion flavour, one's probably not, but I'm not really sure I need to spend £25 to find out. So yes, I'm not sure that much as I kind of fancy a pizza, to be honest, could really go for a pizza, and they do deliver pretty quick. I have a horrible feeling I will go to my usual, because, well, they do good food and it's pretty reasonably cheap. So I get 2 burgers, a taco, kind of loaded taco box thing. So they're nachos rather than tacos, rather. So they're nachos in a box with a load of cheese and jalapenos all over it, and some nuggets for less than the price of a Domino's pizza. So it is a little bit debatable. And they also sell pizzas, so if I really fancy pizza, they'll do me a good pizza. I'm not going to argue about that. I mean, it's really weird that I open up the app now, and whereas it used to say like 18 places, it now says 195. Because loads of grocery stores have signed up. So, for example, if I'd run out of milk, I can literally order milk, a pint, a couple of pints of milk through it. I mean, the delivery price would be ridiculous, but there's a whole loads of them. So we've got loads of stuff, but also new It's alright. Being slightly distracted by a kebab van. I'm not gonna have Starbucks. Oh, I haven't had one of those for a while. I had a Naga burger for a while. Shut up. Just looking through, as you do. When hungry is a very bad idea. I got McDonald's delivered, you know, which was never a thing for ages. I really don't understand this. Well, it is kind of hungry time, so... Round here is obviously up for piri piri. Not that I don't hate piri piri, but we don't need like 40 shops selling piri piri. The only thing you do have to be careful of are the prices for delivery, because some of them can be ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go away and not make Bailey want to order £58 billion worth of takeout, because, well, that's kind of where my mind's at the moment, so... But yes, take care, everybody. I will be back late tomorrow night. Wow, it's Saturday already. Would have been my dad's 78th today. Kind of weird. Isn't it? But I wouldn't have had this house without him, so with all the best will in the Dad, I am in a better place because of it, so but I shall see you all tomorrow, hopefully, and with that, I don't think I'm going to raid anybody, because, well, there's only 2 of you, and one of you's, I think, the bot, so possibly only Bailey. Take care, everybody, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye.